Yeah, and the one in the other gap today showed how strong he is that way. There's no doubt he's got huge pop. I think what I'm most pleased with, I think you look back over the last maybe 5 games, there's 7 walks for a guy that prior to May had one in the month of April and was swinging at a ton of pitches outside the strike zone, which gives him limited opportunity to show that power. As he started to shrink the zone, pitchers start coming back towards it, and then he drives balls in the gap and drives runs in, and he's making the adjustment back to the league right now, and that's really good to see.
Andy, how important was it for you guys to come up with a big win tonight after what happened last night?
It's always important to win a Major League Baseball game. I wouldn't want to make more of it just because of what happened last night. Walk off, win a game at home in front of your home fans. It's always a good night. I don't think you look at any game in the Major League season and try to ascribe too much value to one particular game. But again, you see Hedges take a couple walks. You see Hunter take a walk. Like, these are guys that, like, we want to be a part of what we do for a very long time here. Them doing that, still driving the baseball, that produces winning baseball. Situationally, we still didn't execute the way we can or the way we should. We had guys on third with less than 2 outs. We had guys on second with nobody out. We didn't move them. We didn't score them. But we did get the big hits tonight. So at the end of the day, it was a very good win, and Luis Perdomo was good again.
Yeah, Perdomo did a nice job of keeping their offense in check. What was the key for him tonight?
Swinging the bat himself. I think they got him pretty fired up. They're a good offensive club. They left a couple of their big left-handed bats on the bench today in Shaw and Thames, but they're still a very good offensive club, and you make mistakes over the plate to them. They hit balls hard. I think for the most part, buried his slider very, very well today. They chased it a lot, and I think that ends up giving him a lot more punch-outs than he typically has. Ran the sinker in. It had more run than sink today, but it still was there's enough life to it to miss barrels fairly consistently.
Was it tough not getting the decision for him with the night he had?
Yeah, you want to. Without a doubt, you want to. I think Brad Hand did an unbelievable job coming in that 7th inning with 2 guys on, nobody out, getting through that. Then he starts the 8th inning off, and it's that blooper that turns into a triple on a good effort from Corey Spangenberg. You can't fault anybody right there. That's a really good effort on that ball. And, it's if you let it, it starts to have the feeling of here it goes again. But our guys fought it today. And I thought the energy in the dugout, even going into last inning, was great. I thought once Ibar got the big hit to get on base and read the ball in the dirt, you could just feel a lot of positive things coming our way.
Were you aware Perdomo had those kind of wheels going to third base?
He can fly. Thought about pinch running him a few times. It's very short strides, heavy hunch, lean over, compact running stroke. He moves well. He's a good athlete and finally squared up some baseballs. He looked good in the box today. Good to finally see him do that. I did. It proved foolish. Seemed fine. I didn't have any lingering effect. It was pretty solid contact right there. But he seemed fine. He wears one of those helmets that I think does a lot more in protecting the head than kind of the conventional skull cap and mask. So his helmet has a lot more protection. So I think it tends to absorb more than the other one does.